In this post, I'm going to share about tapping, or EFT, actually emotional freedom technique. And if you're at all familiar with acupuncture, it works along the same premise. Now, acupuncture is affecting the meridians in our body, which run to organs, and every organ is related to a particular emotion. So, for example, your kidneys are related to fear, your liver is related to anger. So when we tap on our acupressure points, we can affect the emotional charge that we have in our body. So EFT, emotional freedom technique or tapping, is really great at helping us let go of emotions that are stuck in our body that we've been holding on to. So I've used this for a variety of issues. One of which was fear of driving. I'd had an accident, and it was to the point where I couldn't drive back roads for under 10 minutes without arriving at my destination in a full-blown panic attack. I was like perspiring, my heart was racing, so it was ridiculous. And so I decided to get out my EFT tool and tapped away the fear, and so now I'm able to drive down the highway at 100, 110, 120, just like everybody else, without any kind of fear. I've also used it for self-confidence. Before doing tapping, there would be no way that I'd be able to do any kind of videos like this. So it helps with a variety of things. And as I said, you tap on acupuncture points, releasing the emotional charge. So what you first do in a session is you rate your feeling about, let's say, a fear of heights. So if you imagine yourself on the edge of a really high, let's say you're on a balcony. So if you imagine that fear when you're on the edge of a balcony, so you rate what that fear is for you on a scale of 1 to 10. And then we create what's called a setup statement. So it begins with basically saying, even though I have this fear of heights, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. And for people who have difficulty saying things like, I deeply and completely love and accept myself, there are ways around that. So you would change the language up on that. And then you go through rounds of tapping on the various points of your face, your head, your hands, to release the charge. And as you're going along, you actually look at how it makes you feel. You'll look at the mess, because you can't clean a mess without looking at it. That's what Louise Hay says. You can't clean house without looking at the dirt. So you look at the feelings and how it makes you feel as you're tapping along. And then we change the language to create what you would rather have instead. And then after going through several rounds of the tapping, we would pause and re-rate the feeling. So that rating the feeling is called subjective units of distress. So short form is SUDS. So we would rate the SUDS again, and hopefully it would have gone down. And then you would go through more rounds. And each time you go through, you more and more and more focus on the ideal outcome. I am able to stand at the edge of a balcony feeling calm and relaxed. Or I am safely driving down the highway feeling at peace. Or I am confidently speaking in public. So it really does help you have charge of your life in your fingertips. And there's even short form versions that I can teach to children. So it's also even used for pain. One time I had this horrible migraine, and I had to go to work. And so I focused on using my tapping and got through the headache and got to work on time. So again, reach out if you'd like to learn how tapping can empower your life. Take care.